Islam in the Philippines, arrival, expansion, and the challenges Muslims face today. What if I told you the Philippines was already Muslim 150 years before Spain arrived? That Manila was once ruled by a Muslim Raja and the first Filipino hero who fought colonizers was a Muslim warrior? Yet today, Filipino Muslims are only 6% of the population, fighting for identity, peace, and equal opportunity. This is the untold story of Islam in the Pearl of the Orient. How it arrived, why it's growing, and the battles Muslims still face in their own country. Islam reached the Philippine archipelago through peaceful trade, not conquest. Long before Spanish galleons, Arab and Malay Muslim traders from present-day Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Middle East were sailing the Sulu Sea. Their ships carried more than spices and silk. They carried a faith. One, how Islam reached the Philippines. The first documented arrival was in 1380. An Arab missionary and judge, Karimul Makdum, landed in Simunul, Tawi-Tawi. He built the first mosque in the Philippines, the Sheikh Karimul Makdum Mosque, which still stands today. This was the seed. By 1450, Sayyid Abu Bakr from Johor established the Sultanate of Sulu, becoming its first sultan. He unified local communities under Islamic law and governance. Then in 1500, the Sultanate of Maguindanao was founded in Mindanao by Sharif Muhammad Kabungsuan from Johor. These sultanates were powerful, organized states with diplomatic ties to Brunei, Malacca, and even China. By 1565, when the Spanish arrived, Islam had already spread as far north as Manila. The Kingdom of Manila was ruled by Raja Sulaiman, a Muslim. The Kingdom of Tondo was ruled by Raja Matanda, also Muslim. Most of the coastal areas of Luzon, Visayas, and all of Mindanao were either Muslim or heavily influenced by Islam. Then came 300 years of colonization. The Spanish called the Muslims Moros, after the Moors of Spain they had just expelled. The Moro Wars began, a resistance that lasted centuries. Spain never fully conquered Mindanao and Sulu. The Sultanates retained independence through treaties. When the Americans took over in 1898, they continued the conflict. The integration of Muslim lands into a Christian-majority Philippine state created deep tensions that last until today. 2. Why Islam is expanding, the present. Today, Muslims make up about 6.4% of the Philippines, or roughly 7 million people. Most live in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, or Barem. But Islam is also growing outside Mindanao. 3 key reasons for expansion. A. Natural growth and migration. Muslim Filipino families have higher birth rates than the national average. Plus, thousands of Muslims from Mindanao have migrated to Metro Manila, Cebu, and Baguio for work and education, establishing new communities and mosques. B. Balik Islam movement. Balik Islam means return to Islam. It's a growing conversion movement among Christian Filipinos. Converts believe Islam was the original faith of their ancestors before Spanish colonization. Organizations like the Islamic Dawah Council of the Philippines provide free classes, literature, and community support. Many OFWs also convert while working in Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Qatar, then return home as practicing Muslims. C. Institutional recognition. The 2019 ratification of the Bangsamoro Organic Law created Barem, giving Muslims greater political autonomy. This legitimized Islamic finance, Sharia courts for personal laws, and halal certification. With visibility comes growth. More schools now teach Arabic and Islamic studies. More businesses cater to halal markets. 3. Challenges Muslims face in the Philippines. Despite progress, Filipino Muslims face serious challenges across past, present, and future. A. Historical prejudice and Moro stereotyping. For centuries, Moro was used as a slur meaning pirate, bandit, or traitor. Media often links Muslims to terrorism because of groups like Abu Sayyaf and Maute. This creates bias in hiring, housing, and education. Many Muslim students in Manila report being called terrorist in schools. The stereotype ignores that the vast majority of Muslims condemned the 2017 Marawi siege and were its first victims. B. Economic disparity. The Muslim-majority provinces are the poorest in the country. Sulu, Basilan, and Lanao del Sur have poverty rates above 60% compared to the 18% national average. Decades of conflict destroyed infrastructure, schools, and farms. Investors avoid the region due to security concerns. Many Muslims leave Barmem to find work, facing discrimination in Christian-majority cities where landlords refuse to rent to them. C. Conflict and displacement. The war between the government and separatist groups like the MNLF and MILF displaced over 2 million people from the 1970s to 2014. The 2017 Marawi siege displaced 400,000 more. Though the 2014 peace agreement with MILF ended 40 years of war, small extremist groups remain. Families still live in evacuation centers. Trauma and lack of education make youth vulnerable to recruitment. D. Political representation. Before Barmem, Muslim voices were minor in national politics. National laws often clashed with Islamic practices. Example, the family code versus Muslim personal laws on marriage and inheritance. Barmem now has its own parliament, but implementation is slow. Corruption and clan politics also weaken governance. E. Cultural and religious misunderstanding. Many Christian Filipinos have never met a Muslim. Misconceptions are common, that hijab is oppression, that halal is strange, that Muslims want to make the Philippines an Islamic state. In reality, most Filipino Muslims support a secular democracy. They just want Sharia for personal matters like marriage and burial. Eid holidays are now national holidays, which helps, but workplace prayer space and halal food remain rare outside Mindanao. 4. The future. Halat kya hai, eh? The future is cautiously hopeful. Barm is only 5 years old. If peace holds, investment will come. The halal industry in the Philippines is projected to grow to $1.4 billion by 2028. Islamic banking is expanding after the 2019 Islamic banking law. The biggest factor is education. Young Muslim professionals are becoming lawyers, doctors, engineers, and influencers. They're breaking stereotypes on TikTok and YouTube. Interfaith dialogue groups like the Bishop Ulama Conference are reducing bias. But challenges remain. Climate change hits Mindanao's farmers hard. Political dynasties risk misusing Barm funds. Extremist recruitment online is a threat. The success of Bangsamoro will decide if Muslims in the Philippines move toward prosperity or continued marginalization. Islam in the Philippines is not foreign. It is Filipino. It predates the cross and the flag. From the mosques of Tawi-Tawi to the bustling halal markets of Quiapo, Muslims are shaping the nation's present and future. The story is not about conflict. It's about resilience, faith, and the long fight to be recognized as equal citizens in the country their ancestors helped build. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos.